folks, welcome back to another edition of Action Figure Imagery Tour Reviews. Today we're having a look at the Action Force line by a company known as Valaverse. This figure right here is known as, character right here is known as Pandora. And here's Pandora, up close to the packaging. And let's see, where's Action Force on the side? The Valaverse logo. Here's a bio. If you want to read that, you can pause the pause the video if you want to read that. I'm trying to get all the words in the screenshot. Okay, hold it long enough for you to pause it. There's a picture of her, the character, and this is Series 3, by the way. Collect Series 3. There's the other side. Alright. And now if you've seen the packaging, let's see what Pandora looks like outside of the packaging. Okay folks, here's Pandora out of the packaging. And as you can see, I have her posed with her guns in hand. And this is a fantastic figure, action figure folks, it really is. I also have her posed with her scarf, which, and when you see it in the packaging, it comes off. I mean, it's really not on her in the packaging. You have to put it on. You have to remove her head and put the scarf on. And she holds her weapons really well, as you can see. And the trigger fingers work excellent. She comes with 3 guns, and these little side pouches you can put her guns in if you want to have her empty-handed. And she's get a closer look at the figure, action figure face. She has a scar on the side of her mouth, if you can see that. If you can't see it, you can get a better look at it in a slideshow. And she also has scars. She has scars on around both of her mouths, on left and right, and tattoos right there. You'll get a better look at those tattoos in a slideshow also on her left arm, and a tattoo on the back of her head. You'll also get a better look at that in the slideshow also. This is a movable vest. I think this armored vest comes off. I'm not sure how to get it off. I don't want to mess my figure up or anything, but I've seen images on websites with her with the vest off, but when I purchased the figure came with the vest on, and I'm not sure how to get the vest off. I'm not bothered by it though, but I think the vest can come off. And as for articulation, start with the head. Upward head movement. It's about the best you can do with upward head movement right there, probably because of her hair. But downward head movement is okay. It's pretty good. Then side to side. Okay, and the arms go out like that. You got a swivel at the elbow. Then go down. I'm sorry, at the shoulder. Then go down to the elbow right here, and elbow bends. No swivel at the elbow, but a swivel at the shoulder. But the elbow does have articulation. It bends, but there's no swivel where you can turn it around in a circle. There is no swivel right here in the upper portion of the wrist. I'm trying to turn it around. Nope, there isn't, but the lower portion of the wrist, there is a swivel right here, as you can see. You turn it around, moving down, and ab crunch. I'm not sure if the figure has an ab crunch or not. I don't think so. It does have. I think it's hard to tell with the armor wrapped around. I don't know if it does or not, but it's hard to tell with the armor on there. But let's see. It feels like it does. Feel like at least got a. There is articulation at the waist. You can turn the waist around. I feel it turning there, and then you do have a upper thigh swivel right here. You got articulation in the upper thigh, twist it around, and also at the kneecaps, the knees, you can bend it back like that. And you also got articulation right here at the ankle, then go on down to the bottom of the foot. You bend it back and forward. No swivel. You got swivel right there, so it takes care of the swivel portion. This is a pretty cool action figure. You see the features on her. I'm going to have to purchase more lighting. I got to get better lighting one day. But there's the rest of the figure. And the boots, the metal, look at the metal on the boots. That's nice. This is a really cool action figure. My only complaint about this figure is the issue with the gappage between the legs. See this issue right here? This will have to be fixed. This is an issue that have to be fixed. Try to push it in like that. You can do that, but you see, once you do that, the other leg pops out, and you try to fix that. You try to push it back in, and now that comes out. Push the right back in, and the left goes back down. So this Valaverse would have to fix this issue with the legs. I'm not sure if it's just my particular copy of this character figure, or is it like this with all of them, but you can kind of fix that problem by bending the knees of the action figure a little bit and making her stand a little better. It doesn't really affect her standing. She still stands pretty well, but that can become annoying and frustrating as time moves on when you want to get your figure in a certain pose. There she is. I got her standing without falling. And now, before we move on to the slideshow, I want to talk some more about the accessories, especially the guns that she comes with. Let me open up the rest of them, of the accessories. Keep them in the Ziploc bag. Pour them out. She comes with 6 pairs of hands. But let's go on to the guns first. One of the most satisfying things about this collection is how these guns are made out of very hard plastic. You can't bend them. I like that about that. I mean, unless you put some real good strength in them, but you can't accidentally bend them. They're not made out of cheap plastic. They're very high quality plastic on these guns and weapons there. And these figures, at least this figure, is made out of a very strong, hard, high quality plastic, and that probably explains why they're kind of pricey. These figures are around, these Action Force figures are around the $30 mark plus. And as for more accessories, here's the figure stand that came with Pandora. Alright, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs. So if you want, you can probably pose Pandora on one end and another character on the other. So you can probably pose, have enough room to pose 2 different figures on this. Unlike most action figure stands, you can only pose 1 figure, but this one right here, so you got 2 pegs on this end and you got 2 on that end, so you could pose 2 characters there. That's very nice. And here's one of her hands right here. I got one of her weapons in this hand. It looks like an ice pick. I'm not sure what that is, but whatever it is, it looks like a very dangerous weapon used for cutting. And she has 2 pairs of fists, closed fists, a right and a left. You'll get a better look at those in the slideshow also. And open palms, 2 pairs of open palms, right and left also. And here's another open hand holding her knife. Right here is the only knife she comes with. You get a better look at that too in the slideshow, all of her accessories. And speaking of the slideshow, let's go to the slideshow right now. Okay, I apologize, folks. Before we go on to the slideshow, I finally figured out how to remove the armor in the vest. armor slash vest. And if you can see real closely, you see this little slit, this little line right here. You pry this line open, and the vest can come off. And you slide it over her shoulder. Head. Well, you got to take the head off. You just pry it open like that. Right here, splits apart. See there, and it's ready to come off. You got to remove the head to take the armor off, and it comes off. And you will see how she looks like without the vest on in the slideshow. My apologies. I apologize for that. Sorry about that. But it took me a while to figure it out. But that's how you remove the vest. It's right here in this little corner on the right side of the figure. And then you just take the head off, pop the head off, and lift the vest up, and then put the head back on once you have it removed, etc. Okay, so now we will, this time for real, we're officially going to the slideshow right as of right now. Okay, folks, now as you can see, Pandora, there she is in the packaging again, and see all her accessories. And there's the back of the packaging again. Later on in the slideshow, you'll see the scan image of this packaging. That way you can pause the video and be able to read it word for word. Side view, there's another packaging, another good look at all the accessories she comes with. 3 guns and look like an ice pick and a knife. And here's what all of the packaging looks like inside with the figure stand, scotch tape holding it together. There's a close-up of all of her guns, the pistols, the 2 pistols and a rifle for scope, and there are pairs of her hands, the fists and open hands, open palms, wrapped tape around them. You see her scarf and her knife and the middle weapon. I assume I don't know what it is, but I'm still assuming it's an ice pick, well, a profile pick, and that's exactly how the figure appears out of the packaging. And same view, just different lighting setting. And there's side view again, right side view of the figure, back view of the figure. You see the tattoo and pouch on the back where you can put one of her knives back there in that pouch back there, and the left side view, Pandora. And now there's a closer look at a tattoo on the back of her head right there. And it's nice how they got her hair too, like how they did the color valorations of the hair. There's a really close look at the tattoo on her left arm right there. It looks like a snake to me, a cobra with its tongue hanging out. I'm not sure. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what it is, but to me that's what it looks like if you pause it and look at it real closely. And there's more up-close shots of Pandora's face here. And as you can see, she has a real good trigger finger. The finger fits real nicely into the trigger on both hands of either gun. And there's the pistol in her other hand, and the finger is directly in. It's not out. It's very accurate. You can easily fit her trigger fingers into the pistol, as you can see here, up close shot. I like how they did that, how accurate they got it. And there's another view. See how the fingers in the pistol. You don't have to worry about about any of her guns falling out of her hands when you display her on your shelf. Unlike most figures that come with guns, sometimes you got to worry about the weapons falling out of their hands and things of that nature. But not with these figures. These figures have pretty good trigger fingers, and you see their earring. You see the green earring on her ear. If you look closely, you'll notice that. And there's the right side view where she doesn't have a mohawk. She has a mohawk on one side of her head and the other and regular hair. And there's the look at the tattoo on the back of her head again. I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea what that is, but the tattoo on her arm definitely looks like a snake to me. I could be wrong about that too. I'm just guessing. I really don't know what either tattoo is. I'm just guessing what the other one is, and there she is with her scarf on right there. There she is next to a G.I. Joe Dusty figure from the previous video comparison shot. There she is next to Duke from G.I. Joe Classifieds, also just like Dusty. Comparison shots. And there she is next to a Zarana figure who was reviewed earlier. Comparison, and many fans have been thinking that her looks come from Zarana, the G.I. Joe character. There are some similarities, but also differences also. And I can see where most fans get that theory from about this character coming from the looks of Zarana. And as you can see, she's right around the 6-inch mark. Pandora is right around the 6-inch mark. 6 inches tall, and there she is with the other two female figures from the same line, Action Force, Kill Force, and Eclipse. I think that's no, not Kill Force. Forgot the other lady's name, but she'll be reviewed too. And there she is without her vest. There's your pictures of her without her vest, as I was able to get the vest off. She has a dark gray tank top underneath, and since I figured it out, there's a back view of the vest right there. I mean, not the vest, but the tank top, the figure without the vest. There's another shot without the vest on, or armor rather. And there's another shot right there without the armor / vest. And there's the back of the card. I don't know if you'll still be able to see that writing, but if you want to, you can pause it and enlarge the screen so you can see it. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.